Ladies and gentlemen, fellow mourners who have traversed the length and breadth of the country to come and bid farewell to the son of the soil, on behalf of the family and the military community, I bid you a hearty welcome and good morning. I'm Colonel Sebatao Loloate, and I will be your program director for this send-off service of the former chief of the South African Army, retired Lieutenant General Ramano.
I am the sister-in-law to Uliza, the sister to the late Captain Nicholas Khoza. I'm here with my sisters-in-law. We carry each other. Please allow us to say all protocol observed. We don't want to be saying things that are not supposed to be said. We are here as the in-laws, also representing the Majeni's family. We were the blessed ones that we plucked flowers from the garden of Ntate Ramano. Tina, when we met him, he was already retired. So we knew him as Ubaba. So today we are standing here to say, Baba, as the in-laws, there is so much that we have learned from you in a very short space of time.
Today we are lowering our banners as we pay tribute to a soldier, both literal and revolutionary figurative, a combatant of our liberation struggle whose contributions can never be forgotten in the history of our struggle. A tower that left an indelible footprint of immeasurable contribution. Mohapa o mogolo o wele, gomme rena dithaga re la bošogošoga. Sepedi sa gabo rena se bua se fela se re, mošate o phulegile sekoubu, gomme rena balata re sepela ka go shanka.
I've been tasked to execute this order, and I wish to proceed as such. Dear Dad, it was an honor to call you Dad. You have been an absolute blessing in our lives. Your honesty, integrity, and love is unmatched. It is difficult for me to know that I will never see you again. But I know when I came to see you last week, Saturday, at the hospital, and you looked at me and asked if coming to see you in the hospital was not too strenuous for me, I replied, no, don't worry about that. You decided that she's ready to continue with her siblings without me. Thank you for all your teachings, your love, your unwavering support in everything we did. You celebrate each mile with us. You celebrate each milestone with us with so much pride. Your little battalion is so proud of the sacrifices you have made in your lifetime. Rest in peace, Baba. You will forever be in our hearts. Liza.
I'm not going to take it long because Comrade Denhato and others have. I'm going to talk as a former chief of the South African Army, a privilege which I've been given to talk about how I learned to understand him. I'm in a generation well after him. I am, however, aware of his exploits, which we heard about some when there were other activities that were taking place here. General Ramano, when I skipped the country to join MK, I had not seen him, but via Mozambique at that particular time, before going to Angola, they spoke about him. And at that time, it seemed there were some dynamics, but he was commanding a very large group of MK soldiers who were based in Nampula at the time.
Allow me to say what I've been ordered to do by Umkhonto weSizwe Liberation veterans. Comrade Gilbert Ramano was a proud member of the Lutuli detachment, and he stands as a towering figure in the long, enduring history of the struggle for freedom in South Africa. His life was not merely a chronicle of individual resilience, but rather a testament to the spirit of collective struggle, an embodiment of the very ideals of justice, equality, and the liberation of the oppressed. These are the people who understood from the very beginning that joining Umkhonto weSizwe was not just a pastime. There were possibilities that at some point you need to even sacrifice your own life. These comrades did this for us to be where we are today. We came after them, the June 16 detachment, the Munkada detachment, the Isandlwana detachment. But the education that we got for us to be in a position today to stand in front of multitudes and address them, it is because of the education that they gave us when we found them in exile. They used to call us aboqiniselani because they understood that we didn't understand the theory of revolution.
I was expecting Comrade Dan to cite a very popular quote that once and again reflect on the beautiful words by Nikolai Ostrovsky that defines General Ramano's life, because Dan from time to time would remind us of this quote which says, "All my life, all my strength were given to the finest cause in all the world, the fight for the liberation of mankind." Close quote. I expected that from Dan because General Ramano lived his life to the fullest, and I know he has no regrets, primarily because it was stated he never betrayed the cause, he never faltered, he never stooped low to work for recognition. So, to the entire Ramano family, all his comrades, all his friends, I wouldn't like to use the word that the baobab tree has fallen, because he had never been in the flora family. Rather, he was in the fauna family. Nga Tshivenda hupfi adzimana ula malombe mukosi a phalalana. Allow us to share the pain with you, the entire family, both the military and the blood family of General Ramano. Because General Ramano currently is on his path to join all his great comrades from the Lutuli detachment and the rest of the other detachments. He's joining the the other generals from the National Defence Force that had gone before him. And therefore we say his legacy will live forever. We'll always remember him. And indeed, like what Dan said, hamba kahle Soshalom Konto, hamba kahle General Ramano, the General of the South African National Defence Force, rest indeed in power. For peace you bestowed both to those who cannot defend themselves, those who relied on your counsel, and the offense of those who have fallen, as we have received the young ones that came from DRC yesterday. We therefore once again say, for all that they were doing, it was because they love peace more than war. I thank you.
It is with great sadness, but also with great excitement to also say we were very lucky to have lived with the likes of Ntate Ramano. Ka Sotho ba re ke phokojwe, and phokojwe e na le matlhale akere. E na le maano, that's why ba re Ramano. So he's a wise one who always has solutions for things. And indeed, people who lived with Ntate Ramano say, indeed, he was a wise one. And his journey and their journeys are a rich history of the struggle that was here. So that's why Ntate Moruti ke rumpitsa ka mora nako. E se le nako ya lona ya sesole. But let me quickly go through a few things that I will want to say without reading the entire statement. We want to note his contribution also to the liberation struggle, his leadership, but his wisdom that we had, because even when the General Atlompihela Ntate Ramano, he repeated very great stories about the great people who had given their all to make us to be where we are. We know that he was very committed to the country, wherein, as I said during the week, was ready to give his last, which is his life. And for that, we respect him, we honor him. We want to reflect on his incredible journey, and are reminded of an enduring proverb which says, which is in Xhosa, means another day is seen by the horizon. So they say in Xhosa, elingilanga libona ngomkhathi. And this speaks to the resilience, the foresight, and the enduring hope that defined his life. He was a man who not only saw the horizon of a free and democratic South Africa, but also tirelessly worked to bring into view no matter the obstacles. So from his unwavering commitment to our liberation struggle, through the complex task we're told of integrating the South African National Defence Force, and I can imagine what it felt like, because email alone is integrity, but I really can imagine what difficulties they would have gone through. But to his vision for a distinct pride of lions, General Ramano did demonstrate an abominable spirit and a profound love for his country. And his life continues to teach us, and hope it teaches our young people, the invaluable lessons and the importance of unity in diversity, the power of selflessness, and the courage to transform and adapt to a greater good. Therefore, I wish to bid him farewell, and also on behalf of the entire department, that we must not only mourn his passing, but indeed we must pick up his spear, learn from his bravery, and at all times take pride and patriotism and be guided by him. We deliver on our constitution mandate, and we should always at all times fight for the integrity of our country and also to support our people at all times. It is by embodying his spirit of resilience and his commitment to nation building and his enduring life for our country which we can truly carry and our country forward, building upon the solid foundation. Again, I want to say to our general, to our leader, Ambagatle, Lieutenant General, your work has been done, your legacy will endure, and may your soul rest in eternal peace. Tawu Pokuje, you have run the race, you fought a good fight. May the leaders, Botambo, Bonzo, and also Bosisulu Amuhele, Upungule Kakotso, Kelebo.